representantes ng propaganda corps ng Japanese Imperial Army.
World War II has always been a fascinating period of history. After all, many books, films, and even games has been inspired by it. So it comes as no surprise when finally a collectible card game based on World War II was created, and this is a game called Kards with a capital K. So the question remains, is Kards worth playing? Is it fun? Is it original? That's what I seek to answer today. So, being a collectible card game, you have to assemble a deck based on two countries. One country, which will be your main country, can be either formed from the major nations of Japan, Germany, the United Kingdom, the United States, and of course, Russia. And the other nation which you have to choose is your minor ally to fill up your deck, which can consist of 4 of the other major nations, in addition to 2 countries, France and Italy. Your deck will consist of unit cards like infantry, tanks, fighter planes and bomber planes, and artillery, as well as buff cards called orders and countermeasures. And once you form your deck, you are finally free to go. Now, one thing that this game plays up on is the stereotypes making up the nations that were involved in World War II. So, for example, Japan plays very much like a red deck in Magic, where it's a very aggressive play, and unit destruction causes a lot of secondary effects. So one example is here, where the destruction of my frontline unit causes the French unit to take 2 damage. For another example, the British play very much defensively, and it resembles a white deck in Magic. They rely on long distance tactics and a lot of guard units in order to win the game. The more games you participate in or win, the more resources you have to unlock new cards or to buy new campaigns. Of course, all these can be paid with real money, but for this review, I did not spend any real money, and I played about 60 hours of the game. One thing I really like is that if you click on cards, they give you more information about the unit or the countermeasures or the buff cards in the description box next to it. So, time to answer the question. Is the game fun and worth playing? My answer is yes. It is much more fast-paced than Magic. However, that said, sometimes it feels the game needs a little bit better balancing. For instance, the bombers have a very big advantage in the game, as in they can bomb your units from the back line with little retaliation unless you have units on the front line or fighters to stop them from bombing your units. Another aspect which I find lacking is that the variety of countermeasures cards is very limited, so I don't see a lot of countermeasures cards being put in action. All in all, I think this game deserves a decent rating. It may be much more simplistic than Magic. Furthermore, the education aspect of it gives value to the game. In fact, there are times where the game provides great excitement, especially when the enemy is pushing me down to the wire and I still manage to pull off victory from the jaws of defeat. So for that, I maintain my rating of decent. Thank you everyone, and have a nice day. I hope you like my review, and if you like and want to listen to more, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Have a nice day everyone. Peace out.